morning, my beautiful family members. Welcome to my house. This is Chichi's house _KE here in YouTube. And I just want to say thank you so much for everybody who has been supporting me on my YouTube channel. Asanteni sana. I cannot mention any. Yeah, like you're so many. Like I can't mention all of you. But I just want to say thank you so much. And if this is the first time you are watching my videos, don't touch that dial. We are going to discuss something very important and you're going to learn also. Here in Chichi's house, we talk everything under the sun. As long as it's anything in between that can help each other, that can help me and you, that is what we talk about here in Chichi's house. So, don't go far. We are yet to come back to talk about spiritual stuff, and we are going to talk about the reason as to why you find yourself waking up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and you're like, what is going on? I'm not going to work at 5 a.m. on Saturday. Why am I waking up at that kind of time? There is a reason as to why this thing happened. So, you watch this video, and if you find it very useful, make sure you subscribe if you've not subscribed. And if you have already subscribed, don't forget to put the comment down there. Also, thumbs up. It is very, very important. Asanteni sana kwa vigogo wangu. Ninawashukuru sana na waombea Maulana wazidishie mema for just taking time to watch my video. It is not easy, but I know it is the grace of God that helps us to understand that helping each other and learning from one another, it is very, very helpful. Now, straight to what we are going to discuss today. We have discovered that most of the time you find out you wake up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. and you have no idea if this is spiritual or it's just like umeshikwa tu na kamkojo, ukaenda umeshikwa tu na kamkojo in the middle of the night and you're like waking up at that particular point. Let me tell you, there is a reason as to why when you wake up at 1 a.m. spiritually, there is something and there is a kind of prayer you're supposed to pray when you wake up at 1 a.m. There is also a specific kind of prayer when you find yourself waking up at 2 a.m. Or you have that insomnia. By the time it reaches 2 a.m. you are still awake. But ikifika 2 a.m., 2:10 unaanza kushikwa na usingizi. So you are like, oh Chichi, mimi niko na insomnia, but ikifika 2 a.m., nikipita tu hivi 2 a.m., 2:10 a.m., I'm like going to sleep. What is going on? There is a reason as to why you will wake up in the middle of the night and you will need to pray. And I'm going to direct you on what prayer points you're supposed to pray when you wake up at 1, at 2, 3, 4, and 5 a.m. And naturally, somebody will tell me, Chichi, what about 12 a.m.? 12 a.m. it's a new day. It's a new dawn. So when somebody tells you you are supposed to pray at 12 a.m., this person is telling you, remember, this is a new dawn. And a new dawn, naturally, you're supposed to command a new day to be successful. So there is not much at 12 a.m., but there is so much at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So 12 a.m. you just wake up, or if you've put that alarm or clock, put it at that particular point. You are just trying to command your new day to be successful. You're just trying to tell God and the heavens that I'm stepping into this new day, and let it be a successful day. Whoever has planted anything on my path of success, let it go back to the bottomless pit of fire. Nowadays, we do not send things back to the sender because people have decided to visit some seers to get to know that who is sending them back things that they are sending to you. So if they find out that it is you who is sending things back to them, then automatically, what do you expect? They're going to give you another bombshell, okay, situation. So that is what we are going to discuss today. So what to at 12 a.m., we are just commanding our new day to be successful, to be awesome. Kuvikwazo hapana, siku yetu ianze ikiwa sawia. That is the reason why we wake up at 12 a.m. to pray. Now, most of us what tunasema, Chichi, sometimes I find myself waking up in the middle of the night. And ama kuna ka message tu kataingia, na ukiangalia ni ka message labda ka Safaricom, ka Airtel, you know. Kama ingia tu saa 7 ndio like na alafu kama ingia na ukajipata umekasikia. Okay, zinaingianga tu but uzisikiangi. But in the middle of the night, maybe I'm not even Safaricom or Airtel or any other telecom line, like, sorry to say all those companies. But maybe tu ka message, mtu amekutumia ka message tu, na kama ingia at 2 a.m. And then you're like, at 2 a.m, mbona unanitumia message saa hizi? Mbona ukutumia message jana saa 4? You know, there is a reason as to why that message came. To wake you up, okay? That message has come to wake you up. And then there is also another thing. You find that kuna ile spiritual awakening. you find yourself too frequently, ikifika tu 1 a.m. you just have to wake up. Then it will take some period of time, and then that thing goes away, and then you go back to normal. Now you sleep kama mzigo ya viazi. Okay, kuna sababu ulikuwa unaitishwa kuomba hiyo saa. Sawa sawa. Na nitakwambia kwa nini kuna maombi gani unastahili kuomba 1, kuna maombi gani unastahili kuomba 2. So kama uko na shida, unaangalia shida zako zinapatana na saa gani, unaweka alarm ya hiyo saa, unaamka unaomba. Because tunajuanga wewe ikifika 12 a.m. tena next prayer is at 3 a.m. You even don't know the reason as to why people are waking up at 3 a.m. There is a very big reason as to why people are waking up at 3 a.m. but I'm gonna tell you that. So there is so many reasons as to why people wake up at those kind of odd hours. There is also a physical one, mentally and spiritual. But I'm not going to talk about physical and mental. I'm going to talk about spiritual stuff. Physical and mental, ama niwasaidie tu, like mkuwe mnajua kwa nini naamka 1 a.m. mentally, kwa nini naamka 1 a.m. physically. Yeah, let me just speak and at least shorten it so that you will understand more. Now, wacha tuanze na, I had written some notes. I had compiled very serious notes. Let us talk about 1 a.m. Why do you find yourself waking up at 1 a.m.? Why does this thing inafanyika kila wakati? Unajipata leo umeamka 1 a.m., kesho utamka 1 a.m., kesho ingine 1 a.m. After a whole week, then the next week, you are now normal. Why is it happening? So, when you find yourself waking up every time at 1 a.m., something has to ring in your mind. Sawa sawa. Physically, it means that you have issues with circulation. So scientifically wanasema, if you wake up at 1 a.m. you need to go and check your gallbladder. There is a problem with your gallbladder. Go and check your gallbladder. There is a problem with circulation also in your heart. Okay, specifically circulation ya roho yako, moyo wako. There is a problem with your heart, so you need to go and be checked. Why is it that my heart is not responding well at 1 a.m., you know? So physically, medically wanatuambia, when you find yourself waking up at 1 a.m., specifically 1 a.m., hiyo inamaanisha circulation issues, specifically in your heart. There is a problem, and also in your gallbladder. So you need to go and recheck how your heart operates and how your gallbladder is operating. Okay, there might be a problem with those two organs. And then mentally, usually when you wake up at 1 a.m., it's maybe because you as a person, you're struggling to process some things in your life. Okay, you don't feel safe in a position where you are. Maybe it is at workplace, you're not feeling safe. You will wake up at 1 a.m. hiyo inamaanisha that mahali uko, you're not feeling safe. Maybe ni kwa ndoa, you're not feeling safe. Maybe ni kwa kazi, you're not feeling safe. Maybe ni pale kwa biashara, you're not feeling safe with the neighbors that surrounds you. Maybe kuna wengine unaogopa labda ni wachawi. You will find yourself waking at 1 a.m. So when you find yourself waking at 1 a.m., mentally, hiyo inamaanisha you are mentally disturbed. You are not you are really struggling to process some things in your life, and in real life it means that you are worrying a lot. You are struggling with issues that surrounds you, some things that are weighing you so much. You are really worried about those things in your life, so you really need to suppress them, because mentally you are going to go mad. Sawa sawa. Now spiritually, the reason as to why you wake up at 1 a.m. now, this one is a prayer point. When you find yourself waking up at 1 a.m., you are supposed to pray concerning your energy. Okay, you need energy. Inamaanisha you are giving more than you are getting. Okay, wenye wanakwanga na hiyo mazoea ya kupeana sana, you use all your energy kufurahisha mtu, na whatever you expect them to do to you, it is very minimal. So kama wewe ni mtu mwenye umekuwa unaniambia, Chichi, ninasaidia watu, lakini watu wakati ninahitaji msaada hawataki kunisaidia, so unastahili kuamka at 1 a.m. Kama wewe ni ule mtu mwenye unasaidia watu and what you receive is very minimal, you are not satisfied, and you're like, you've done so massive to somebody and this person is not reciprocating 100%, you need to wake up at 1 a.m. and commit that kind of prayer during that time. Hiyo ni wakati ambapo hiyo maombi ukiomba inajibiwa haraka upesi. Okay, the heavens will even remove those people whom you are really struggling and going to the edges to help them out, but what they give you is bad energy. They're not giving you what you are expecting. So you are supposed to wake up at 1 a.m. hata kama hautajipata naturally, maybe umejipata. Hiyo inamaanisha you are really struggling with a lot of energy and it is not proper to do that. Sawa sawa? Okay, wacha tuendelee sasa. Okay, now wacha tuendelee sasa. Now I've talked about that 1 a.m. sawa sawa. Now wacha tuende. So spiritually, whether you find yourself waking up at that point or you find yourself, you really need to pray, you need to put your alarm at 1 a.m. If you are tired, you are helping people and they're not helping you back, wake up and tell God, speak to the heavens, speak to God, let him understand that you have tried helping some people but they are not reciprocating. Let God intervene and answer your prayers. Answer, because all of us, we need to be helping you so that you reciprocate well. So if you find that I'm helping you and you're not reciprocating, I need to take that into prayers so that I will be praying to you and you reciprocate well. So that is all about 1 a.m. 1 a.m. it is about, you really need energy. You really need energy to be helping people and they reciprocate well. Aya, tukuje kwa 2 a.m. Wengine wanajipatanga si 1 a.m. hata mtoto ajipata tu 2 a.m. Lakini kuna yule mwenye ameweka alarm ya 2 a.m. anaomba na hajui ni kwa nini anaomba 2 a.m. So I'm gonna teach you. Physically, when you wake up at 2 a.m. now in the physical body, you just find yourself waking up at 2 a.m. umelala tu and then you wake up at 2 a.m. Inamaanisha you are experiencing issues with your digestion. There is a problem with your small intestines and your liver. You need to take care of your liver. You need to take care of your small intestines. Maybe you are drinking maji kidogo sana. You need to adjust on how you are drinking your water. Maybe you are taking a lot of beverages. You need to stop, okay? So you need to take care of your liver because 2 a.m. it is connected with your liver and your small intestines. Now, mentally, if you wake up at 2 a.m., umeshtukania tu, umeamka 2 a.m., hivyo tu kijokes tu, okay? So kijokes tu hivyo umeamka 2 a.m. like what is going on? Ni masusu ama ni nini? Ni sawa. Lakini now mentally inamaanisha that if you're waking up at this point, it is usually because you have unresolved energy and you have issues that you've not resolved from your childhood, okay? So hizi vitu zenye ulikuwa uresolve ukiwa bado na utotoni mwako, haukuzitengeneza. Let me give you an example. Maybe ukiwa bado young, kuna mambo mulifanya and hadi saizi bado unakumbuka, unasema I wish ningeomba msamaha hiyo wakati. Hizo ni vitu zitakuwa zinakuamsha 2 a.m. Mentally you will be always disturbed. Kama you have some unresolved issues of your childhood, sana zinakuanga childhood, okay? Na saizi wewe ni mtu mzima, kama hauja resolve hizo issues, utajipatanga tu mentally tu unaamka 2 a.m. Inamaanisha kuna mambo ambayo hauku resolved and you really need to resolve those issues. Now, spiritually, put your alarm at 2 a.m. with this reason. You really need to remove this old limitation. If you have limitation, if you have inherited beliefs, if you have ideas about yourself and you are so conscious about them, maybe you look at yourself and you're like, you are not absorbing things. You have a lot of limitations. Kuna watu wako na limitations nyingi sana. Kuna watu wako na inherited beliefs. Kuna watu wenye wako na ideas zenye they are not even manifesting. So if you have limitations in your life, you are trying to do things but there is always limitation. Unajaribu kutafuta promotion, unafanya kazi sana lakini bado unakuja unafinyiliwa. Labda ni kwa ndoa, unangangana na ndoa yako lakini kuna watu wanasumbua nyumba yako. Hizo ni limitations. Labda kibiashara, unajaribu kupanua biashara lakini inashindikana. Hiyo inamaanisha ni limitation. Sasa kama wewe uko na hizo limitations, kama wewe uko na hizo beliefs zenye unasema ati sisi hapa kwetu kwa boma yetu tumezaliwa tu walimu tupu, hata huwezi pata daktari, huwezi hata pata lawyer. Huku kwetu watoto wote wanakuanga walimu. Hizo ni beliefs zenye zimekuweka na umeinherit, okay? So you need to remove yourself from that kind of position. Sawa. So when you have understood ya kwamba sio lazima kwenyu kukue na walimu peke yake, amka 2 a.m. Hiyo ndiyo saa ambayo majibu kama maswali kama hayo yanajibiwa. The heavens answer those kind of questions during that time, during that moment, during that hour. At 2 a.m. amka, limitations zote mwaga. beliefs zote zenye wewe una believe ya kwamba huwezi kuwa mtu mwingine apart from kuuza nyanya na vitunguu. Huwezi amka tu siku moja utuletee omena. Hizo ni beliefs zenye uko nazo because unaona kwenyu ni wanabiashara. Kuna mtu mwenye anaweza pata hata kazi kwa government. Amka hiyo masaa na useme kazi yenye unataka. Si lazima ukue mwalimu ndio ikuwe ya kwamba unatoka kwa hiyo boma. You can be a lawyer and you will be recognized in that homestead that you come from. Sawa sawa. So watu wa 2 am ni wale watu wenye wako na limitations na wako na beliefs wameziweka na wanaishi nazo na wameshindwa vile za kuzitoa. Weka alarm yako 2 am, ama ukijipata umeamka 2 am, andika chini, angalia ukiamka hiyo masaa, angalia unastahili kuombea nini. So watu wa 2 am ni watu wa limitation na unbeliefs zenye wako nazo. Wacha tukuje kwa 3 am. 3 am nayo najua kila mtu anajua. 3 am utasikia kila mtu anakuambia lazima ukishaamka 12 weka alarm yako 3 am kwa sababu tunataka kufukuza mapepo, majini yenye walikuwa na operate mchana mzima mpaka usiku, saizi wamelala, sasa tunawavuruga, tunawavurumisha, tunawapeleka kuzimu. Wacha nikwambie, the reason as to why you wake up at 3 am it's because you want to connect with the angels. But I will start with physical. So physically, if you find yourself waking up at 3 am ama imefika 3 am na hauna usingizi, inamaanisha you have some issues with your lungs, okay? You have issues with your breathing system. There is a problem. You need to relax. Okay, you need to relax so that your lungs will operate well. So you find yourself uko na insomnia at 3 am, inamaanisha lungs zako hazibreathe vizuri. You need to go and get checked. And then mentally inamaanisha you really need guidance and direction. Maybe uko mahali umepata kazi, umeitiwa mpaka umefanya interview, kazi zote zimekuja once, unashindwa nichague gani. Uko na ideas mingi sana za kufanya biashara, lakini unashindwa nianzie gani kwa hizi. Hiyo inamaanisha mentally you need guidance. You really need guidance and direction on some things. So you find yourself mentally at 3 am, inamaanisha you are looking for guidance. Labda hujawahi jua, it means you really need guidance. Look into that which you need guidance and seek for direction. And then spiritually inamaanisha you are connecting yourself with the archangels. You know, you want to accompany the angels to do their work. So that is why we wake up at 3 am. Watu wengi hawajui 3 am sana sana spiritually unaamka, ama ukijipata uko hiyo masaa, inamaanisha wewe na malaika muko kwa safari same. Wewe na malaika mnafanya kazi same. Na kama wewe sio wa kuamshwa hiyo masaa, ukijipata tu unataka kuamka, weka alarm, connect with these angels. We have 2 angels that were mentioned in the Bible. Wachana na hawa watu wenye wanawaambia ati sijui ati angel who, ati huyo sasa sijui alikuwa angel of light, ati sijui huyo ni horn of God. Who told you that? The only angels that were mentioned in the Bible were 2, Angel Gabriel and Angel Michael. Wachana na angels wengine sisi hatuwajui. Na unataka ujue kazi ya Angel Michael ni nini, kazi ya Angel Gabriel ni nini. Kazi ya Angel Michael ni kupigana vita. Kazi ya Angel Gabriel ni kukumulikia mwangaza. So because you need guidance and direction, you need to call upon Angel Gabriel to come and give you direction, to come and help you lighten that dark end that you can't see, for you to understand this is the route you're supposed to take. That is the reason why we are connecting. There is a reason why there are cherubins and seraphim. Hizo ni viumbe zenye ziko. Lakini when you're connecting to angels, there are only 2 angels. It's either you connect, because 3 am we are seeking directions and guidance. We are supposed to call Angel Gabriel to come and give us directions and illuminate our path. Sawa sawa, watu wa 3 am. Ukitaka kuconnect na angel sio masaa, amuka. Kama unataka direction na guidance, amuka, shukisha Angel Gabriel na atakufanyia vile unataka. Watu wa 4 am. Watu wa 4 am. Physically, when you find yourself at 4 am na haujalala, inamaanisha there is a problem with your bladder, okay? You really need to take care of your bladder. Very important. And then mentally inamaanisha you may be running in your personal life. Maybe you are not fulfilled with how you are living. You have self-doubt. You can't trust anybody around you. Inamaanisha wewe mentally you are so disturbed, and you'll find yourself at 4 am umekodoa macho. So you really need to focus on your own self, focus on happiness, of making your own making your own happiness, you know, and remove that self-doubt, okay? And then spiritually at 4 a.m., you are in the period of ascending, okay? You are in a period of rising and making great change in your life. So if you want to make great change in your life, if you want to rise, wake up at 4 a.m. If you want your business to rise up from earning 1,000 bob in a day, and you want 5,000 in a day, that one is 4 a.m. Amka 4 a.m. ongelesha biashara. That one is workable. Sawa sawa. If you really want a great change, you will wake up at 4 a.m. Kama umechoka na ndoa ni ya visirani, mnapigana kila siku, unataka change, wake up at 4 a.m. Speak to the heavens, allow them to understand what kind of life you are living in, and allow them to understand ni nini pia unahitaji. Watu wa 4 a.m. ni wale watu wanataka great changes. Sawa sawa. Hata kama watoto wako wamekuwa wana perform vibaya, you need great change. You need to pray to them at 4 a.m. Aya, watu wa 5 a.m. physically inamaanisha kwamba you have a problem with your diet, and that means your intestines, specifically large intestines, you are not giving it nourishment, okay? You are eating very bad food and your large intestines are suffering a lot. So mentally you find yourself at 5 a.m. you are not going to work, na umeamka tu hiyo saa, go check on your diet and how you nourish yourself. Mentally inamaanisha inamaanisha that you may be unconvinced that you are deserving, okay? If you have convinced yourself that you are undeserving. Unajua kuna situation inafanya mtu anasema mimi hata hiyo position ya kazi sidhani kama nitawezeshwa, afadhali Chichi apatiwe. Hiyo inamaanisha you have convinced yourself that you are an undeserving person. So kama uko na hiyo mafikirio ya kwamba kila opportunity inakuja, wewe kazi yako ni kupeana opportunity kwa watu, wake up at 5 a.m. na ukemee hiyo spirit yenye iko ndani yako yenye inakwambia wewe haufai, fulani ndiye anafaa zaidi. And then spiritually at 5 a.m. inamaanisha you are reaching a peak point of your life, and then what you're supposed to do is you really need your inner joy. You really need to work on your inner joy. You really need to work on your relationship. So if you are working on your relationship, labda ndoa imevurugika kidogo, you will wake up at 5 a.m. and pray kabisa kabisa kabisa. So aya, whatever we were talking today is simple. Nimefanya short, but I know it is very clear. Waking up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and 5 p.m., they have a spiritual meaning. So I think umeelewa zile spiritual meaning. Until next time, guys, bye-bye. Na kama uko na swali, weka pale kwa comment section. Kama umefurahia, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment down there. And I will be very, very blessed. Asanteni sana, beautiful people. Bye, guys.